Yeah, hello YouTubers, this is your boy Da-viruz System, and I'm here again with yet another tutorial to show you how to set up a pre-installed application to your system. I've been having questions saying, Da-viruz, how do you set up the pre-installed application softwares on your blog? Now, if you go to my blog, I have my blog open right here. If you go to my blog, you can see my blog. I have so many informations on it. We have WordPress plugins and themes. We have tutorials you can go through. We have PHP, we have PHP scripts. Sorry, we have PHP scripts, and then we have null scripts, and then we have pre-installed applications already. So these are my pre-installed applications that you can download and then you set them up. So today I'm going to show you how to use these pre-installed applications I have on my system. So let's go down to my desktop. Now on my desktop I have a pre-installed application here, which is InLabs version 4. I just copied from my installation folder. If I go to my installation folder, I have drive C apps, then WWC here. I have InLabs 4 here, where I just copied. So this is a pre-installed version. I have it here, InLabs 4. So this is just a pre-installed version I just copied onto the desktop so that we can use it as an example. Now if I open the folder, I have the database file here. You can see the database file here. Now we are going to change the name of this folder because I already have a folder there called what? InLabs 4. So now I'm going to rename it, and then I'll change it to pre-install. I'm going to change it to pre-install. So I have pre-installed as my file name. So I'm going to move this to my www folder, and I can start my setup. So if I move it to www folder, so now it's moving into www folder. So now what I'm expected to do is to create a database to set up this pre-installed application. So I'll go to PHP my admin to create a database. So we have localhost, then PHP my admin to create a database. So it's still loading. Alright, so now I'm going to hit on the new database button, then we'll give it a name as pre-install, then we'll create a database. Now our database is created. Now we are supposed to import the database that comes with the pre-installed version that I have on my system, and we'll go to import, then we'll come to browse, then we'll go down to drive C, amps, www, and then pre-install. So I have pre-installed here. I'll open it. This is the database file. So I'll open the database file, then I'll select InLabs 40 because that's the database that comes with the pre-installed version. So I'll open it, then I'll hit on go. So it's loading. Let's give it some few seconds to finish loading. Alright, so YouTubers is done importing the database. So now what we need to do is to set up our database file for our pre-installed InLabs version 4. So what I'll need to do is I'll go to my root folder, then I'll look for pre-install, then I'll open it. Now the database name is called pre-install, so we're supposed to configure this database for our software to be able to connect to this database. So I'll go to MVC, then I'll come down to config, and these are the two files we are going to configure. We have development and then we have production. So if you're on a production platform, you set the production. If you're on a development platform, you set development. But for us to be on a safer point, let's just set the two files together, and the system will select which one to use to connect to our system. That is just all. So I'll go to production, then I'll load the database for production. Then these are the default settings that comes with the application. So I have an account on my PHP server, which we are going to use. So I'll go to users, and then this is the account we are going to use. I have an account here called Avinash with a password on it. So I'm going to use that account root, which is the default name, but I'm changing it to the username as Avinash, and the password is empty, and I have a password called Pandic006. Now the name of the database is no more called Inlabs 4, but the name of the database is called pre-installed. So I'm going to change the name of the database to pre-installed. Then I will save that. So I'm done with the first file, that is for production. So we'll go to development, database 2 as well. So I'll go back to development, then open development. Then we'll also configure that, so it's still the same root. I'll remove it and put Avinash there as the username, and password is pandic 006, and the database is pre-installed. Now we are ready to load our database. So as we are ready to load, we type localhost, then pre-installed, which is the name of the application folder, and then we hit enter, and that is going to connect us to our database and open our system. So the page you are requesting for was not found. So let's have a look at where the problem is coming from. So we have here we have pre-installed. So let me copy the name, maybe it might be from the name. So I'll replace it and then load it again, and it's loading again. So let's give it some few seconds to see what happens. And it has loaded my software for me. So it was maybe the name I typed wrongly, that is why. So let's log into our system to see what happens. And now remember this, all the softwares that I have for you on my blog, if they are pre-installed applications, one thing you need to remember is this: if it uses a username, the username is always Avinash, and the first letter is block, and then the password is the same thing, pandic 006. If it is an email address, then I uses avinash@gmail.com for my installations, and the password is still the same, pandic 006. So which of the applications you download from my site or my blog, remember this: if the username, if the login requires a username, the username is called Avinash. If the login requires an email address, then the email address is what? avinash@gmail.com. These are the two login details that I use in all the pre-installer applications that is on my blog for you to download. So it's a username, so I'll select Avinash, and my password has been saved already, which is pandic 006, and I'll hit on the login button, and that is going to log me into my system. But right now it's telling me that server down, because Inlabs 4 requires you to have internet access before you are able to log in. But I have a tutorial on my channel that shows you how to disable this server down, so that you can have access to Inlabs 4 to log in. So please, you can watch that tutorial and disable this server down, so that you'll be able to log in locally into your system without internet access. So stay tuned with the virus system, and if you like my tutorial, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the videos, and then recommend the channel for others to also watch, because others are also eager to learn something from the virus system. So don't be greedy, and then share with friends, and then share with loved ones. But let's get back to my blog, and then we'll have a look at something. This is my blog, you can see. So the pre-install applications we have here is here. Now it's been a while since I did a tutorial on how to bypass a software, but that doesn't mean that you can still not learn. You can still learn, because most of the applications I have on my PHP scripts, is that okay? Most of them requires you to do certain things, and some, there are informations on them that can guide you how to do that. So because of that, I don't want to make tutorials on them. So you can go and download them. If you are lucky with an application, remember there is always an instructions based on how to do it. So follow the instructions and do it. If you're able to do it, send me a video to have a look at it, and then I'll be impressed with your works, and I'll keep on to upload more things, keep on more instructions on it for you to follow, to learn. So stay tuned with the virus system, and as I said earlier on, subscribe to my channel. Now stay tuned to my videos, and then please don't forget to share with others too as well. So I wish you all the best, and stay tuned with the virus system, and always check on my blog time to time to see whether if there are new updates of applications that you can download and try at your hands. And do remember what I always say: this is only meant for training purpose, but not for commercial use. If you want to use it commercial, I recommend that you purchase these applications from the rightful owners, and then you can use them. All what you see here is only meant for training purpose, but not for commercial use. So stay tuned with the virus system for more tutorials to come on your way.